together as one. Hey guys, it's Chris, and in today's video, I'm talking about Transformers 1. Let's get into it! The film is set on Cybertron, the home planet of the Transformers, and depicts the origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron. Once as friends, bonded like brothers, their friendship ultimately changes Cybertron's fate forever. First, the positives. Cybertron, the origin story, and the action. Cybertron is a transformer called Primus. He transformed into the planet and created the Primes, the first Transformers. With the matrix of leadership, the planet flowed with Energon. Unfortunately, the matrix vanished and the planet's Energon supply stopped flowing. Cybertron is a fantastic location for a Transformers film. In the film, we see Iacon City, the capital of Cybertron. The city is inside the planet and is filled with an abundance of life. The mines are filled with miners mining for Energon. The surface may not be as interesting as the inside or the core of Cybertron, but it still features robotic deers and growing crystals. In the film, we are only shown some of Cybertron, and hopefully in later sequels, they can explore even more of this beautiful planet. Now, they do show a shot of the whole planet, especially when they get the Energon flowing again. We see it all start to light up, so we do see the full planet. But what I mean by I want them to explore more of it, like different biomes or different cities. Cybertron doesn't just have one city. It's got quite a few cities and all these different biomes and locations. Next, the origin story. The story is mature and deeply moving. We are shown the rise of the two iconic Transformers, Orion Pax and D16, later known as Optimus Prime and Megatron. The story is like a Cybertronian jet, fast and steady. The film shows you a lot to truly understand the Transformers story and lore. This origin story features emotion and betrayal. Orion Pax and D16's friendship is the emotional spark. Sentinel Prime executes one of the biggest betrayals in film history. Experiencing Orion Pax and D16 becoming rivals is truly devastating and unfortunate. Lastly, the action. The action is explosive and feels like it was directed by Michael Bay himself. The Iacon 5000 race sequence is frantic and fun as hell. The train sequence on the surface with the growing crystals is brief yet amusing. The final battle is filled with explosions that would make Michael Bay proud. The final battle features a ton of punching, smashing, cannon blasting, slicing, and, of course, transforming. Cybertron learns the truth about Sentinel Prime. D16 tries to kill Sentinel Prime, but instead kills Orion Pax. D16 tries to save Orion Pax, but drops him to his death. I'm done saving you. D16 becomes more consumed by the hate the more his power grows. D16 mutilates Sentinel Prime, and his action and motivation turn him into a villain. Now, let me talk about what D16 or Megatron does to Sentinel Prime. Megatron or D16 lifts him up and just rips him right in half. It's an animated movie and it's robots, but the way it's depicted, it's just very, very unexpected. Dude, he just ripped that dude in half. Primus has found Orion worthy to wield the Matrix and become a Prime. Orion transforms into Optimus Prime with the Matrix of Leadership. D16 transforms into Megatron. I am Megatron! Rise up! Rise up! Rise up! Now, what makes Megatron or D16 transform into Megatron is that when all these bots are born, they are born with transformation cogs. Basically uses Megatronus's Prime's transformation cog to transform into Megatron. This is the first battle of Optimus Prime versus Megatron, and it does not disappoint. Optimus takes on the big four of the High Guard: Megatron, Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwave, and he dispatches them with ease. This battle is pure Transformers goodness. None of them are killed, but Optimus Prime exiles Megatron and the High Guard for their actions. In the end, Cybertron flows again with Energon, and everyone gets their transformation cogs. Because when all these bots were born, Sentinel Prime took out their transformation cogs and essentially they became minors that can't transform. So at the end, everyone that didn't have a transformation cog gets a transformation cog. Optimus Prime forms the Autobots. In a post-credit scene, Megatron uses Megatronus Prime's insignia to form the Decepticons. Decepticons! I personally believe how the Decepticons were formed was way cooler than how the Autobots were formed. Optimus, or Orion Pax, gives D16 basically a sticker that was Megatronus Prime's insignia. And then Sentinel Prime burned it into his chest, and it basically made the Decepticon logo. And then Megatron was like, you know what? I really do like this insignia, and I worship Megatronus Prime. He might as well be, the icon of the Decepticons. Next, the negatives. The character development is lacking. Most of the bots come off as one-dimensional. The only bots or characters that really develop throughout the film are Orion Pax and D16. Now, what I mean by one-dimensional is Bumblebee. He's the humor. He's the wisecracker. He makes jokes. Badassatron. So B127, jokester. Sentinel, bad guy. He's oh my god, I'm the king of Iacon City. Everybody worships me. Alita, she's basically just the badass female lieutenant. Starscream, Shockwave, Soundwave. It feels like they're just there for fan service. We don't really need to develop these characters. A lot of people know what these characters are like, so we don't really need to develop them. Transformers 1 is just as extraordinary as the 1986 animated film. Cybertron with an updated animation style is awe-inspiring. I really do like the design of Cybertron in Transformers 1. The origin story is mature and benefits from the darker tone. The design for the bots are faithful and vibrant. I really do like how in Bumblebee 2018, the beginning of that film, a lot of those designs for the bots or Transformers looked like the G1 series ones. And I like how in Transformers 1, a lot of the designs for the bots are their G1 designs. The action is violent and shockingly dark. This film features a ton of explosions and destruction. This animated film even includes graphic executions. Transformers 1 is the best Transformers film over the last 10 years. It's definitely one of the best animated films from Paramount in general. It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye. I'm Spider-ManChris, and I'll see you in the next one.